Hello all and welcome to Wake Up with Marci. Today we have a great show with Cheryl Burke from Dancing with the Stars and Isaac Boots, the creator of Torched. We will learn about changing our mindset from past trauma and Cheryl's newfound passion, diamond painting. Later in the show, she will have a special offer for us, and then we will meet the creator of Torched. You can catch Isaac live on Instagram at 11 a.m. Eastern every day and get your body in incredible shape. Get torched with a cause for no kid hungry. We first meet Cheryl Stephanie Burke, American dancer, model, and TV host. She is best known for being one of the professional dancers on Dancing with the Stars, where she was the first female professional to win the show. Cheryl is now launching her own diamond painting canvases. She says, "There's something about this that's super therapeutic for me. When I was competing before I did Dancing with the Stars, I used to rhinestone my own costumes and I just loved it." Then we meet Isaac Boots. He is a celebrity trainer, choreographer, and Broadway dancer. Using his experience crafting the main stages of the pop music world and training artists to sculpt their bodies in preparation for their demanding projects, Isaac has created a sustainable workout that burns fat, builds stamina, and gets results. It's called Torched. He has made a movement on Instagram benefiting No Kid Hungry. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome to Wake Up with Marci.
Hi, Marci. Thank you for having me.
So amazing to have you on the show and get to share your story and what you're doing today. I'm so excited.
Yes, no, totally. Well, as you see here, there's lots of paintings behind me. During this quarantine, I have found this to be very therapeutic. It's called diamond painting. And it all started, it's quite a funny story. My husband is an actor and he was on set obviously before the pandemic in New York, and I was bored out of my mind, and I was like, you know what, I need a hobby, because I guess I can't consider ballroom dancing to be a hobby since that's what I do for a living now. Right. So I Googled hobbies for adults, and diamond painting came up, and I was like, anything with a rhinestone and gluing it onto a canvas, because when I used to compete, I used to rhinestone my own costume. So I was like, oh, this is great. This is perfect.
I saw that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and also I just want to talk about really quickly, you got married not too long ago and your train was full of rhinestones and beautiful bling.
Of course. Can't take the rhinestone out of me, that's for sure. Yes, my stylist and Ramona Cabeza was the designer. Amazing. I mean, I wanted something really sleek and obviously not too blingy. So we just had to accent on, like, as instead of buttons, it was a stone all the way down.
One of the things really quickly I saw on Diamond Art, the creators of Diamond Art sent you your photo.
Yes.
That they had completely done. And I think you have it framed in your home now, right?
Well, no, it wasn't the company Diamond Art Club. It was a different company from the Philippines, and I'm half Filipino. So it was a different diamond painting company. But what they did was, they were fans, and it was really sweet of them. They basically blew up our picture, our wedding picture, life size. So it was as tall as me. I'm about 5'4", and turned it into a pixelated picture, and basically matched little resin rhinestones to each spot of the whole freaking canvas. And we haven't even finished it. I mean, we've had it here for like a year, just sitting over in the guest room right now. But yeah, we have to do that. It's a great family event. I do have to say, diamond painting brings people together, and this is why I really wanted to do it. I just wanted to share, how I've been getting through this whole pandemic.
Yeah. It's been a really difficult time, but it's incredible the things that are coming out of it. And you are a perfect example of that with this diamond art. So you and your husband were doing the diamond art together, correct?
I wish my husband would do it. He's got.
Oh, I thought he was.
I have to tell you. So another reason why I needed to find a hobby is because his hobby, what people don't understand, is that my husband is an animal guru. So he loves reptiles. He loves snakes, but we don't have snakes. We have about 40 reptiles right underneath this home as I speak, and he's probably out feeding his tortoises and iguanas as we speak. So we've got a whole family of just lots of reptiles and 2 dogs.
I love it. I love it. So, you know what, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the motivation that you put out there for women and young girls about body image. And we've gotten off on the diamond art, which I'm super excited about. So we'll get to that in a little bit, because, you know, right now, a lot of people are feeling down, and they do need ways to get rid of the anxiety, to help them through the loneliness, and, you know, this therapeutic resolve that you have found with diamond art, and you become very involved. So why don't you tell us exactly what diamond art is? And then I want to talk about your choices that you have.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, it even goes further back, Marci, than diamond art, obviously. It's about the, you know, for me, I went through lots of trauma, I guess you can say, as a kid growing up, from, you know, child abuse, coming from a divorced family. You know, I could list other things as well. But at the end of the day, you know, it's been during it, and because of diamond painting and diamond art, it's really been a therapeutic journey. I've been in therapy basically my whole life, right? And now with this pandemic, things have changed a little bit, and you know, I may not want to or be comfortable enough to, like, go to an office or leave the house, you know, depending on, you know, what day it is really. But at the end of the day, I needed to also, for my brain, kind of change my pattern. And I felt like therapy, I totally recommend for anybody. I think everybody could use a therapist. But for me, I needed to start practicing what I was preaching. And so, like, it was important for me to try different things. It's like dancing. Like, I went through this point in my dancing career where I felt like I was on autopilot. And when I feel like I'm on autopilot, I feel like my brain is slowly dying, and I just need to learn again, and I need to feel fresh. And I think that was the main thing, is just learning again. Because, like, all I do is teach, and I give, and I love that, and I contribute. And that's why I still do Dancing with the Stars to this day. Same thing with my own personal journey, right? So it's like, when I'm constantly doing the same thing, then I need to switch it up. And it's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even when you work out, right? Like, it's important to show your body, and that's when you get fast results. And I think that that's what makes life exciting, is like, there isn't just one way to live, right? There's not one perspective. You got so many different opinions. You have so many different options out there. Why not just try it? Like, it's not going to hurt you. If anything, if you don't like it, don't do it. If you like it, it just opens your eyes up to a whole new way of living and a whole new perspective. And this is what, back to diamond painting, why I have been doing it, because I'm the type of person that has to multitask in a weird way. Like, I can't just sit here and listen to a lecture for 2 hours. I'll be sleeping in about 2 minutes.
No.
So I definitely, with diamond painting, I have taken too many online courses, but I have used this time to really sit down, diamond paint. So I've got my brain, right, working here, but I am listening to all these amazing lectures, people from, like, Michael Singer to Mind Valley. It's basically like an online school of just people talking about self-development and mental health. And I've always been curious about just how the brain works and why we react to certain things, or, you know, just the power in the fact that, you know, you're not your thoughts, let's say. And, like, with that, just those three words it's just fascinating. And I don't think I would have ever taken the time to really invest as much time as I've been doing into my mental state and mental health if we were not under these circumstances right now at the moment.
Right. And I think it's allowing people to do that, become introspective and change their mindset, and to maybe start
curious.
Yeah. And maybe start facing some things that they have shoved down. And, just like you were talking about the things in your past, and it's very difficult to deal with these things. So you need to find ways outside of just therapy to deal with them. Absolutely. To change your mindset, to change basically your DNA.
And you can. It's all accessible. You can change your belief systems. You can change your emotional patterns. Like, you really can. You just have to want to. And you have to first, like you said, own up to it, right? Maybe this is something that you're not proud of, and you don't need to, like, what are belief systems? What are emotional patterns? These are all learned behaviors, right? From our parents or whoever raised you. It's like, it really is. There's no right or wrong. There's no yes or no. There's no, there's no black or white. I am still learning about that though, because I'm very black or white. So it's like, for me, it's like, there was never a gray area. But now, you just need to be open to, because right now we're living in such uncertain times.
Yes.
And like, if you want to stick to your old ways and your old patterns, and everybody else, the whole world is, changing, you need to change with it, I believe, or else you will feel stuck in that depressed state and just feel like you can't go anywhere and there's nowhere but down, unfortunately.
Yes. And there is a big shift happening. I believe that, Cheryl. When we come back, we're going to talk more about diamond painting. And I think you have a special offer for everyone.
I do.
So
yes.
We'll hear that when we come back. Hello all, and welcome back to Wake Up with Marci. We are here with Cheryl Burke from Dancing with the Stars, and she has been sharing with us about diamond painting kits, which is amazing. And you yourself have chosen 4 diamond kits.
Yes.
That means something to you. And you chose these through your passion project, Love on the Floor.
Correct.
So
yes.
First of all, I want to ask you, are you doing that again?
Oh, we would love to. Love on the Floor has been like my baby. It's something that me and my little sister created in our family's kitchen over a decade ago. And what I've always been curious about was being able to tell a story, but just through movement and beginning, middle, and end, right? So you see that when you go see Broadway plays or any type of a movie, even like, and so whenever I kept hearing constantly, like, when people watch a show number on Dancing with the Stars, like, oh, it's like we were so captivated in the movement and the chemistry. And I'm like, but why can't this be a 90-minute show, right? So that's how it all started. And it was challenging to be able to put it together and still be able to, I wanted people to really feel the emotions, feel their feelings, and being okay with feeling their feelings. So we knew that if we brought this to Japan, right? Because I think just the Asian culture, including the Filipino culture where I'm from, we're not open to showing our emotions. That's not how we were raised as much, right? So I was like, I knew that if we went to Japan and women would be in the audience just crying, we can take this anywhere, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. Like, these women would come back for seconds, thirds, fourths, like they would just continue to come back, because there's a moment in the show where you go from the different stages of love, and love is just a universal language, right? It's something that we all know without the barriers of communication and talking. So we just hold the stages of love, romance. You got the romance stage, you got that hot passion stage of any type of relationship, hurt, and then power is gaining your own power back. And in the last number of passion is this abuse number. And basically it's pretty intense. And then the lights would go up and there's a break. And then we would see all these women just like, oh my God, I can literally cry right now, because it's chilling just to think about how affected these women were. And because obviously anybody can relate to this, whether it happened to you or you're just witnessing it. It hits home, and I really would love to share it with everybody. But people can check out the preview on my Instagram. I just posted that. That's another thing I've done during quarantine, is I actually had to change all the music because it's not cleared over here in the States.
I see.
Yeah, and then obviously with diamond painting as well, this also represents the different stages of Love on the Floor. So right here behind me, you can see about half of it. But this is the healer, and that represents more of like the hurt stage. And my favorite, I have to say, is this cat one right here. This represents, I'm not sure if you can see that with the glare.
Oh, it's, oh yes, I see it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this one represents power, and this has been my favorite diamond painting so far. Yeah. We've got 2 other ones. We've got beautiful dancers that represent the romance, and then we have like the Central Park pretty one that I've been putting my good friend Leah Remini to work, and she's been definitely diamond painting.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah,
I think it's amazing because we can express so much through art and tell a story. Mm-hmm.
There's no right or wrong.
There's no right or wrong, and it brings us all together. And I love that, like you said, the universal language is love. And you're telling your story and what you went through, you know, through this incredible on-stage performance. And are these co-dancers from Dancing with the Stars?
So yeah, we had basically 4 Olympian skaters that were featured. They represented each of the chapters that I just mentioned of the different stages. So we had Christy Yamaguchi, she represented the romance, Meryl Davis, passion, Charlie White, hurt, and then I was power. And then we had the narrator, Daisuke Takahashi, who is very well known in Japan, and I'm sure all over the world. He's another Olympian skater, and he was the narrator of the whole show.
All right, guys, so once we get through all of this, look for her show, Love on the Floor.
Or
it's coming.
You can go on IGTV and see it right now.
I know, that's true. That's true. But I would love to see it live. Yeah, to really feel that emotion. So let's hear this special offer to us.
Yes. Okay, so it's only a limited edition, 2 weeks long. If you guys want to go to get yourself a diamond painting, go to diamondartclub.com/Cheryl Burke, my name, and then you get a special discount at 15% off. If you put in the word or name, Cheryl, in all caps, CHERYL.
And I'm going to have a link on my website also to offer this 15%.
Thank you. And it only lasts till that August 11th.
August 11th. All right, wonderful. Well, it's been so amazing having you on the show, Cheryl.
Thank you so much, Marci. It's great to meet you. I hope to meet you in person one day.
That would be amazing. And just keep doing what you're doing. You're just truly shining.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Cheryl.
Bye.
Hi, Isaac. Welcome to Wake Up with Marci.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So it's great to finally have you on the show. I've been to your classes before, which are amazing. Torched is an incredible program that you put together.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm excited to talk about what you're doing today. I mean, you've just blown up on Instagram and helping others out there, and No Kid Hungry. But I want to talk about where it all started for Isaac. So you grew up in Hawaii.
Exactly. I grew up in a very small town in Hawaii called Waimanalo. And, you know, I always say that I sort of came out of the womb dancing. And when I was 17, the morning after high school graduation, I got a one-way ticket, 8 a.m. to New York, and worked my booty off, you know, and literally, and started dancing on Broadway within a year, and I did many shows, and actually that's where Torch was born. You know, I created it when I was in West Side Story on Broadway at the Palace Theater, and I created it for me, really, because it was a really visceral show. It was a really difficult show, dance-wise, physically.
Yes.
And so I wanted to create something that I could do in the theater or anywhere without any equipment or having to go to a class or run in the park, which I loved, but I didn't have time for. And I created this 45-minute to an hour flow of body resistance, targeted reps. I call it dance conditioning, you know, and something that I knew would keep me lean, fit, and ready to do arguably the most difficult show in Broadway history at optimum level. And so I was on the Palace Theater stage doing it before every show, and with my little boombox playing Madonna, and slowly but surely the rest of the cast started joining. So like the Jets and the Sharks and Bernardo and Maria would be doing this with me, and I'd be calling out orders and we'd be laughing, and I sort of caught the bug then.
So let me ask you, were you choreographing for others at that time?
Not yet. I was a dancer on Broadway, and then when West Side Story closed, that was my last Broadway show. I started choreographing for pop stars, and I moved to LA actually. And again, I found myself with ever whichever pop star I was with or troupe of dancers for, you know, American Music Awards, billboards, etc. I would start rehearsal with Torched because I knew as a dancer, it made me better. It made me perform better. And that took off. Like that was really what started the word of mouth. And I really created a pretty vast celebrity clientele in Hollywood, in New York, and the Hamptons. And I started teaching it in group settings, and it was brought down for Art Basel and Coachella and Paris Fashion Week and Gwyneth Paltrow.
I know you've been with like some of the biggest names. I mean, Ariana Grande, and Kelly Ripa, Gwyneth Paltrow. I mean, the list goes on. Yeah. Which is amazing. But what's so cool now is that what you've done during this pandemic. So I know that you wanted to do something to give back. So what were you feeling at that time, and why did you decide to do this?
Well, I think at the beginning of quarantine, I felt like everyone else did. I felt restless. I felt uncertain. And, you know, I'm a doer, right? Yeah. And so I was like, hey, what do I do? What can I offer? Mm-hmm. And so I said, you know, I do Torch. So why not offer it once? It was a one-off. It was a one-off. And I just like, you know, I just offered it on my Instagram. And I think I had over 100 viewers that first day. And at the end of that class, I saw comments like, thank you from Guatemala. Thank you from Portugal. And I was like, ooh, this is cool. This is cool. And so I was like, should I do it again? And I did. And I just started doing it every day. And after a week, I had over 1,000 viewers, which is when I thought, you know what, I have to amplify this. And so I reached out to No Kid Hungry, which is a really important charity to me. And we created this link to sort of encourage people who were taking my class, who were showing up every day in lieu of paying me, hopefully to donate to our link. In less than 2 days, we had over $10,000.
Amazing.
And to date, we have nearly $600,000.
Wow. So let's talk about this. So you just went on Instagram, 11 a.m. Eastern time. You went on your first day, and you just decided, I'm going to continue doing this. And so now you have people from around the world that are joining your class, and you have a link that's available. Is that like in your bio, or where is that?
It's in my bio. The link is in my bio. But also, you know, I've done maybe 5 or 6 split screen live streams with Lisa Rinna, Vanessa Hudgens, Kelly Ripa, Armie Hammer, and Elizabeth Chambers, and Brian Atwood and Dr. Jake. And you know, each of those raised at least $20,000. You know, with Kelly, we raised over $120,000.
Wow.
Which was amazing, like beyond. You know, and it's like I feel very lucky. You know, I mean, it's so cool that people are invested in this and show up every day, from Tokyo to Australia to France to Italy to all over Canada, all over the US, Mexico, Iran, Saudi Arabia. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And I feel very, very blessed that not only is something that was created really just out of love and necessity, has turned into a global community of generosity, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And let's talk about this. I mean, fitness and wellness, I mean, it's so important to all of us. So the fact that we can show up and you have this incredible program and you're offering what people are seeking all the time, and that is to be their best selves. Yeah. So really, what would you say to someone that's like on the fence, is like, you know, moving forward, getting their butts off the couch, like, and joining you? Like, cause sometimes it's hard for people to get motivated.
Don't be daunted by it. Do a little bit. Do a little bit. Even if it's 5 minutes, show up every day. You will get stronger. The next day you may be able to do 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it becomes a part of your routine. It becomes a part of your life. To me, getting torched every day is like brushing my teeth. Right. You know what I mean? I mean, look, we have Jessica Chastain's grandmother on, who's in her 80s. and she does as much as she can, but she shows up, you know, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, I have people who write me and say, you know, I show up every day, but I may only do like 10 or 15 minutes. And then I just like read the comments and laugh, but it changes the trajectory of your day as well. You know, you're a little more positive. You sit up a little straighter. You make better choices. You're happier, you know, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you have an app that's in the works. Is that correct?
I have an app that's in the works. You know, I'm trying to make it as beautiful and as seamless as possible. And, you know, I intend to keep doing this Instagram live every day until the app is up, Wi-Fi willing.
Yeah, I know. It is a challenge.
Woo, baby. The Hamptons is a moment with the Wi-Fi. I'm like, can somebody bring a cell tower, please? Thank you. But I have to say, my Boots babies, which they refer to themselves as, are so festive and so sweet that even if the Wi-Fi fails, like everyone's just like, hold that damn plank, okay?
Yeah.
Until it stops skipping. So it's very,
I love
very sweet.
that. What do they call themselves? Boots babies? What is it?
Boots babies. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And really quick, where did Boots come from?
It's a nickname I got in high school because I used to go to the dance studio in my ballet tights. And boots, I just liked boots. You know, I just liked the look. I think I was trying to channel Madonna in Desperately Seeking Susan.
Yeah.
So it just stuck. And so when Instagram happened, I just liked how that looked instead of Isaac Calpito. It just looked clearer. You know?
Well, I think it's really caught on, and so have you. And thank you for the amazing things that you're doing, Isaac, and continue to do every day.
Thank you. Thank you.
So keep on the good work. And again, no kid hungry. And check out Isaac Boots on Instagram every day at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yes, baby. Let's get torched, okay?
All right, Isaac, have an amazing day.
Thank you, honey. So good seeing you. And I can't wait to see you in person soon.
Yes, I can't wait for that to happen either.
Yeah,
so fingers crossed very soon.
Yes. All right. Mwah.
Mwah. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Wake Up with Marci today. It was so great having Cheryl and Isaac on the show. Remember, if you missed today's show, you can check it out on wakeupwithmarci.com. You will find that link to get that 15% off for the diamond painting. And I want to tell you, next week, we are going to meet relationship coach Dina Babel and rising pop star Cameron Quinlan. All right, guys, have an amazing day, an amazing week, and I'll see you next Saturday.